If you've been curious about Danmei but you feel completely overwhelmed by where to start, I got you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maria, the host behind BL Blessings, and today we're back with 30 days of BL, a series I created for us to get to know each other and for us to celebrate together our love for this beautiful world of BL. In the previous videos, I've been talking about Danmei, manga, anime, and all that jazz. So if you love obsessing over BL as much as I do, make sure you subscribe and follow to enjoy and make the most of our love for BL. It's day 14 of 30 days of BL, and today I'm gonna share two Danmei novels that I think are perfect for beginners. One is epic, emotional, unforgettable, and the other one is a recent discovery, fun, filled with devotion and an amazing main characters. Up until now, I will always have recommend Heaven Official Blessing to everyone that wanted to start reading Danmei. This was actually my first Danmei as well, and the first for a lot of us. What got me into this beautiful world also brought me back into reading, and for that will always have a special place in my heart. Here you may be wondering, okay, and this is why you recommend this title to us? It was your first one and also helped you be back to reading? No, my friend, let me tell you why I think Heaven Official Blessing is a perfect first Danmei for everyone who wants to start get into this beautiful world. First of all, Heaven Official Blessing is popular and while available. I'm pretty sure that by now, if you heard something about Danmei, or if you did just a little research, Heaven Official Blessing has most probably appeared in your search. It has as well emotional depth, but a really clear storytelling. The romance in this story, it is a slow burn, but it's so beautiful. Like, let's be honest, Hulian and Hua-chan, who are the main character, the main couple in this series, have reinvented love for the majority of us. And I think as well it's a great introduction to the cultivation world and historical fantasy that you can find in a lot of titles when you're reading Danmei. Even though it was my first time reading about the cultivation world and everything that that implies, meaning all the different sect names, all the different nicknames, titles, given names, surnames for the different characters, the powers, the different cultivation methods, and all that. Yes, even though it was my first time reading about all of that, I found it pretty easy to understand and to follow. If you like fantasy, gods, reincarnation, and a really deep, unconditional love romance, this title is for you. Let me give you a little summary. Heaven Official Blessing follows the story of Hulian, former crown prince that ascended to the heavens not once but twice and fell both times. When the novel begins, he ascended to the heavens for the third time, but instead of finding glory and respect in the heaven realm, he only would find people laughing at him, disrespecting him, and truly avoiding him. He's broke. And let me tell you, gods are fucking rich, okay? So he's broke, he's unlucky, and he is always sent to dangerous missions that no other god wants to handle. During one of those missions, he's gonna meet Hua-chan. And stay with me because this name is gonna become your favorite one in the entire story. He met Hua-chan, a powerful and mysterious ghost king who seems to know far more about Hulian than he should. As the story unfolds, we're gonna start discovering Hulian's tragic past, the reasons behind his fall from grace, and the deep, unwavering devotion that Hua-chan has carried for him for years. And when I'm saying years, I meant 800 years. It's basically a mix of fantasy, God and ghosts, political intrigue and political imbalance, and one of the most intense and beautiful slow burn romance that you ever gonna find. If all of this sounds interesting to you, please go ahead and bring the first volume, because I can guarantee you're gonna absolutely love and adore this series. However, I have to say, Heaven Official Blessing comes with 8 volumes. So, if you don't want to read that many volumes, or maybe you are on a budget, but you still want to start reading your first Danmei, stay with me, because the next one is gonna be the perfect one for you. And the next one I'm gonna recommend is one that has become recently a favorite of mine. This Danmei has been climbing up my top Danmei ranking and got the position of one of my favorites, even though we only have now available 2 volumes, and I'm talking obviously about Thrice Married to a Salted Fish. In comparison with Heaven Official Blessing, this title, even though we only have 2 volumes available, is gonna be only 4 volumes. In the case of Thrice Married to a Salted Fish, I can tell you that it is kind of more political, but it's really character focused. The romance for now, it is there. Behind the scene, it's intelligent. It hasn't been said out loud, but you're gonna find it in a lot of different scenarios and little details. And it's perfect for you if you love strategy, but also really bold and sassy characters with a lot of fun interaction and great dynamic. It has light politics. It is really easy to follow. You won't feel overwhelmed with, the amount of political parties, different situation, plot twists that you may find in other titles. If I have to point out something, it's definitely the character dynamics. Like, you're gonna love how they interact with each other. It's gonna make you fall in love with them for sure. But also, one thing that I found really interesting about this Danmei is that even though it is a transmigration story, it is not the main character, as usually happen, the one that transmigrated. It is the main lead. So we're already starting from a really refreshing point. And for all of that is why now I'm bringing you these titles to you, because from now on I'm gonna be recommended Thrice Married to a Salted Fish to anyone who wants to start reading Danmei. This is the amount of impact that this title has had on me. Now if you're wondering, okay, sounds great, 4 volumes only for what I can hear, something that I'm gonna like. But what is the story about? Let me give you a little summary here. This story follows Linking You. Again, as usual, please forgive my pronunciation. He's a brilliant and ambitious medical student who is forced into a marriage with Lu Wanchang, a sicky, seemingly useless nobleman who everyone believes is pretty close to death. We have here a marriage of convenience, which is poorly strategic, to be honest. Linking You is cold, intelligent, and really focused on revenge, because how they dare to make him marry this sickly guy when he should be studying and preparing for the medical exams. Lu Wanchang, on the other hand, appears lazy and unserious, like a salted fish, which basically means someone that just gave up on ambition. And this is something that our main character, Linking You, absolutely detests. However, what started as a political and strategic arrangement, this marriage of convenience, slowly will develop to a partnership built on trust, quiet devotion, and mutual respect they're gonna become sword brothers. And obviously we're here waiting like, okay, and are you gonna become lovers? This Danmei, seriously, it is such a great discovery, and let me tell you, I'm still myself surprised about how much I'm loving this series. I started reading this Danmei without expectations, without knowing what the story was about, without even knowing that this was a transmigration story and that we're gonna have different lifetimes, knowing nothing. And from the moment I started reading this book, I couldn't stop reading. I ate volume 1 in one go. But get what? I did the same with volume 2. I had to put an all-nighter because I couldn't stop reading. I needed to know what is gonna happen. I'm gonna feel extremely invested, not only into the story, but what I feel the most beautiful about all of this. And the coolest part is that you're gonna get really invested into the main character, not only about their relationship and waiting for this love to finally be said out loud, also to know what these two are gonna scheme together. So if all of this sounds appealing to you, please make sure you start reading this. As I said, we only have available 2 volumes, sadly, because I'm here counting the days till we have volume 3, but it is only 4 volumes. I can totally guarantee you that you're gonna love this one. It is really interesting. It has amazing main character. Really is a storyline for you to enter this beautiful world of Danmei. So now tell me, are you gonna start with an epic romance or more political, slow-burn one? Have you heard about these titles? Have you read them? And if you're new to Danmei, welcome. You're about to fall into a beautiful emotional trap. And as usual, I hope you're having an amazing day and see you in the next video. Ciao.